How's it going, brothers and sisters? How you doing, y'all? Ooh, oh, yeah. Yes. Love that. Anyway, topic that's coming to my mind, I realized that I have conversations with a lot of saints often, and in my discussion, we always get caught up with this topic on when did the New Testament really begin. When every time I ask them, I'm talking about a lot of them, like church going saints, they don't know. They really don't know. Majority of them believe that the New Testament begins at the beginning of the book of Matthew. They actually believe that. Matthew. That's when the New Testament begins. No, it's not. That is the New Testament section of your Bible, but that is not when it began. It didn't begin at the birth of Christ. A lot of them believe that. A lot of people believe when Christ was born, New Testament began. That's not true. I want to prove to you now that it actually began at his death, not his birth, his death. Jesus Christ's life was all Old Testament, baby. All Old Testament. Okay? I'm telling you. Now, I got to prove it to you, right? Here we go. It's going to be really simple, real easy. Okay? Now, you're going to go to Hebrews chapter 9. Let's start reading. Let's start reading from verse 11. All right? It says here, but Christ being come and high priest of good things to come, by a greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands, that is to say, not of this building, neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his own blood he entered in once into the holy place, having obtained eternal redemption for us. For if the blood of bulls and of goats and of the ashes of the heifer sprinkling the unclean sanctifieth to the purifying of the flesh, how much more shall the blood of Christ, who through eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God? Okay, now he's talking about his sacrifice. He died for sins. Okay, verse 15, here's the puncher. And for this cause he, meaning Jesus Christ, is the mediator of the New Testament. We all knew that already, right? Of course, he was the mediator. But how? By birth or by death? Let's check it out. So, and for this cause, he is the mediator of the New Testament, that by means of death. That by means of death, for the redemption of the transgression that were under the first testament, they which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance. Verse 16, still not done yet. We're still doing some slam dunks up here. It says here, for where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator. Verse 17, for a testament is of force after men are dead. Otherwise, it is of no strength at all while the testator liveth. Whereupon, verse 18, whereupon neither the first testament was dedicated without blood. Let's stop right there. Okay. Back, let's keep reading. 19. For when Moses had spoken every precept to all the people according to the law, he took the blood of calves and of goats with water and scarlet wool and hyssop and sprinkled both the book and all the people. Verse 20, saying, This is the blood of the testament which God hath enjoined unto you. 21, moreover, he sprinkled with blood both the tabernacle and all the vessels of the ministry. Verse 22, and almost all things are by the law purged with blood, and without shedding of blood there is no remission. All right, I think it's pretty much clear right now. So verse 15 was a slam dunk. It says here, by means of death. Verse 16 says, pretty much for where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator. So Jesus' death began the New Testament. There's more evidence. Remember when Jesus was, breaking the bread and passing it to his apostles, and he started to drink the wine. He passed the wine around. What did he say about that wine? Did you remember what that wine meant? Oh, everybody might know that's the blood of Christ. Yeah, but what did he say about that blood? Let's take a look at it. I'ma take a look at it. Okay. Okay. Good look at. Let's go to Matthew. I know Matthew has an account. Let's look at Matthew's account. This is a big family Bible, boy. It has a lot of pictures and stuff, man. Boy, it's tough flying through this stuff here. Okay. This is where he betrayed Judas, right? I'm looking at here. We can look. Where am I? There we go. Verse 20. Last judgment, talents. Living bread. Okay. Where is it? Drink. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, this is chapter 26. Matthew chapter 26. And look at verse 27. Let's start from here. Start from 26 to get the whole context, right? It says, and as they were eating, Jesus took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to the disciples and said, take, eat, this is my body, right? And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it, for this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. Stop right there. For this is the blood, this is my blood of the what? New Testament, which is shed. He's talking about his death, folks. Shed for many for the remission of sins. Just like we read in Hebrews, all right? So I think I think I just made the point. It's pretty clear. The New Testament did not begin at the birth of Christ. It began at the death of Christ. That's when the New Testament began, because the testament cannot be enforced without the death of the testator. Did you realize the word will, a will, is also classified as a testament? Yeah, a will is not enforced until the testator dies. That's the way it is by law too. I mean, it's following the same precepts. So I hope that helps when it comes to what the New Testament is and when it began. If you know somebody that's confused about that, pass them this video, and I hope these scriptures help clarify things. All right, you take care, guys. Catch you in the next one. Take care.